Should you start a Facebook group or should you not start a Facebook group? Today, I'm gonna help you make the decision if the Facebook strategy, group strategy is right for you. Hey, my name's Jesse Eker and I'm the founder and CEO of Build Your Brand Online. And today I wanna help you decide if the Facebook group strategy is one that you should pursue or one you should continue to maintain and use if your group isn't as engaged as you want it to be, all right? So, let's talk about who Facebook groups is good for and let's start off with if it's even right for you, right? So if you're trying to build an audience, trying to build a community, trying to build authority, trying to build that know, like, and trust, and then have an opportunity to move those people into some sort of conversion where they turn from a prospect to a customer, Facebook group is a great place to start. It's a great place to start because it's so freaking easy to get set up. It literally takes you 5 minutes. You don't have to have any technology. You don't have to have any tech background. You don't know how to code. You don't have to know how to code. You can just go into Facebook, watch a video, or literally just follow the instructions and start your group. That's one amazing thing about this. A second really great thing about this is you make it specific to a topic. Super cool for when you are gathering people who are potential customers for you. So if you want to have a group of people that you can talk to that could be your potential customers, you can name your group, you can make your group tailored to that specific group of people so that those people are more likely to join and build a community around. Super cool. Some other amazing great things about the Facebook group is if you start the group and people join the group, you're kind of like the instant authority where it's like, well, this person, started this group and they're the person who runs the group and they must know what they're doing as the expert, okay? So I've got two groups. One group is almost 14,000, one group is almost 12,000. When I post in that group, I'm coming off as like the expert and the authority in the group versus someone else who posts in the group, they don't get as much interaction as me. So, which is another great reason for having a Facebook group, okay? Another really great reason for a Facebook group is the live interaction, the feedback that you get, these automatic social proof that this person knows what they're talking about, but also that we get to interact together. So you get to comment back and forth, you get to have this conversation and people get to see it. That's really cool. Like when you send an email to a list, we have a list of about 300,000 people, send an email to that list. When you reply to that email, no one's seen it. But when you comment on a Facebook post or a Facebook video, other people get to see that comment. It's a really cool, eye-opening experience, especially for the social proof and edification that what you're doing and saying is resonating with the people and the prospects that you have. On the other hand, that might not happen for a lot of people who don't have an engaged group. So it could backfire, right? When you put something out and nothing is getting any interaction, does it look good as the group owner? Does it look like this group is dead? Does it look like a community? From my perception when I go into a group and they're posting stuff, it's like, who isn't even in this group? Does this group even work? Is this a community? Like, what is going on here? Is it a junkie group or a high value group? So it's something that, can work against you at some time. Another really important thing about this Facebook group strategy is that Facebook actually is favoring groups, okay? They've put lots of money into advertising on TV. They spend tons of money trying to make it work. They're really harping on the community aspect to get more personal because that's why they've been kicking in all the media companies and going away from media more into community and personal basis. The Facebook groups is a great push for getting people to do that. Another amazing thing is it's really easy to get people into your group, the low barrier to entry, okay? You don't have to put an email list, you don't have to put your email to join, you don't have to really do anything except for join group, and then you either fill out in questions or some people just let you into their groups right away. So it's really easy for someone on Facebook to join. It's easy for you to push people into a group. There's just a low barrier to entry for getting people into the audience, and it's much easier for you to build an audience quickly from the beginning where if you were doing it through email, it would take you much longer, all right? Or it would be more expensive. Okay, those are some amazing benefits of a Facebook group. They are killer benefits when they're working for you, and it really, really can help you with your community aspect, with your authority aspect, with your sales aspect. You can totally make a killing from Facebook groups, and I know lots of people who are doing that. Now, on the other side is some things that I've noticed from our big groups is that, and it's probably some things that you're probably noticing as well, is, there's probably a bunch of groups that you've joined that you just don't get notifications for, that you don't see any posts for anymore, unless you actually go into the group, which people, they're more on their news feeds than inside the group. So, if you're not getting the notification for our group, let's just say, and you're not seeing it in your news feed, well then, how am I supposed to get my message in front of you? So what I'm finding, the people who are getting our notifications, like are getting our message, is the people that I'm friends with on my personal page. So strategy number one is group members that you find are the best prospects for your group, for your potential program. Make sure you friend request them as well. That means that every time that you post, they will get notified that you have posted into the group, more likely for them to then go ahead and check out your posts. That's super cool. Another thing that is important is if your group is actually a community and they're friends together, when they're active in the group, guess what? You also get notified. So if you can actually build a group that's a community and they become friends, you get more interaction in your group as well, okay? So that's a really important aspect to understand, is if you can really build a community of your group, they start to notify each other when they're interacting on your page. But here's the big part, is if you are spending a majority of your time and you're spending money building your group and then no one is seeing your stuff or you're not monetizing it, it's not an effective tool for you to use, okay? So you need to have a game plan of not only how do you make sure that people are seeing your message using the strategies I just talked about, but also making sure that you put your people in the Facebook group in different modalities and different mediums so that you can notify them in different ways. Messenger, a great way through Facebook, is when they are joining your group, you can go out and message them. Now it might go into the spam at first and you might need to tag someone on the Facebook group to get notified, which is another awesome strategy. But getting them through Messenger is another way. Another opportunity is when you ask your questions, you can ask for the email address in exchange for something, as an optional thing to join, of course. But in exchange, you can ask for the email address, which then you can put into your email as permission to market to or permission to send stuff. Now you have permission to send them another way to get notified when things are happening in your group. Again, the simple goal is you have an audience, you deliver that message to that audience, so that message is then going to move your prospect to take an action, whether that is just a soft action of commenting, liking, or sharing to a certain group of people, whatever it is. You can't really share outside of groups if it's closed, but share with, people through Messenger if you want to do that. Or the other opportunity would then be to take an action of like joining something or checking out this page or taking some sort of sales action of booking a call or whatever it is, okay? So some other negatives that I am starting to see is that everyone is promoting it. And Facebook groups are becoming junky, okay? People are losing the community aspect because they understand that this is a great opportunity for them to get leads for their group, okay? So one of the most popular organic strategies out today is going into other people's groups and friend requesting people, and then also commenting or posting and trying to get people engaged in what you're posting and what you're doing, friend requesting them. So you're building your network and then you're sending them information to get into your group, okay? So it's basically like all these people trying to go in different people's groups, not trying to be part of the community because they're spammy, and they're literally just going to other people's groups and they're ruining the groups for the people who've started the groups. Another really crappy thing that I've seen, which is really kind of sucks in Facebook groups, is the bigger the group and the lower the engagement, the worse you do in the algorithm, right? And so like if you have a big group, like if you have a big email list and you send an email to that list, most of those people on the email list, whether there's gonna be people going to spam and promotions, whatever, but a lot of people on that email list are gonna see that message. In a group, you're not getting that same sort of reach. So it's really important that you gotta keep the engagement up. So keeping the engagement up, the way that you can do this, here's some different strategies for you. Number one is make sure that you get them in Messenger, or make sure that you get them on an email list, or make sure you get them on a text message list. You can use different ways of notifying them to get them to come and see what you've posted, okay? So that's number one. Number two, you can use the tag function. Tag new members, tag people to go see this. You've seen these people ask questions, tag them to do that. You can make a post and say, hey, I'm going live in 2 days. Who wants to be notified? Comment below. And anyone who gets notified, you comment on your tag, on your live of what you're doing or your post so that they see the information. Then you ask them to comment, and then that makes more engagement within your post, which then drives you up the algorithm, which then gets you into more people's timelines. Good stuff. Okay, so your goal is to make sure that you can amplify what you're doing. Another great way to do this is through live video. Now, live video is one thing, but making sure you get traffic to the live video is another thing, because again, the more engagement you get, the more people get to see your message, the more people that get to see what you're doing, which is really important for making Facebook group strategy work. Here's the deal. Facebook group strategy is an amazing strategy to use. It's something that we truly recommend to people, especially when you're getting started. It's a strategy that you can put in place to really be effective, and you're definitely leaving money on the table if you do not have one. That being said, you need to be intentional. You need to have a game plan for not only building your audience, but nurturing that audience and then monetizing that audience. And if you don't, you're wasting your time. So if you have that game plan, if you know what you're doing to build that audience, if you know how you're gonna nurture that audience on an ongoing basis, and you're committed to being consistent and actually building a community, not building spam, and you're willing to participate with those people and show up for them, and then you have an intention of how you're going to move people down your sales process, Facebook group strategy is a great way to do this, and I definitely highly recommend it. And I also highly recommend it if you have an audience in any type of way and you want another communication channel to interact with these people in a more community based, so people get to like see you, know you. We post pictures, like I post pictures of me and my son and my wife and my family, like what we're doing, and so like people get to like just be with me on a more intimate level, but also get trainings and videos like this on a macro and bigger level as well. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful for you to make that decision into a Facebook group. Overall, I give Facebook groups a thumbs up to join, but you gotta know the restrictions and the cons that come with it, or it's going to be pointless or useless or not help you at all. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, if you're watching on YouTube, and give me a comment below and tell me what was your biggest takeaway from this video. Let's start a conversation, because my goal is to be in conversation with you so that you know that I'm actually in this to serve, show up, and impact your life. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your attention, and I appreciate your willingness to learn and grow and build your brand online. Talk to you soon, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.